They both come from milk. You do the math.
Hi, I'm Phil. Welcome to Pretty Good Cooking.
Pretty good.
Tonight on the show, we're going to teach you how to make a meatball gyro with chicken. The first step is to keep drinking. That's right, it's a crazy episode where we were already filming and now we're continuing to film. We're multitasking. Take half a cucumber, actually no, 1/3 of cucumber, and remove the condom. This can be a difficult step, depending on your cucumber condom experience level. I like to make a slit and then make no suggestive gestures of any kind. Remove the skin from your cucumber penis. Sorry about that, Mom. And if you want to get fancy with it, which is not the goal of this episode at all, you could de-seed it or you could not. Today we're going to not. So taking a knife, slice your cucumber that way so that you got 2 half dicks. Then take the cucumber and thinly slice it this way, thus removing any inkling that there ever was a dick at all. And then finally mince it, like so. And now all you can think about is how that used to be a cucumber dick, but now it's just little bits, which is fine. Salt the cucumber and mix it up. Set that aside. And according to the recipe we were looking at, you're almost done with the sauce. Just kidding, no problem. All right, now I'm gonna make a side dish at the same time that I'm making the main dish. And I'm doing this because I want it to have a little bit of marination time. So when I gotta use a lot of cucumber, but not the whole cucumber such as this, I'm gonna make a little like Greek salad. You ever seen us make that before? Kids? The answer is yes. We've made this so many times that should we even be filming? I don't know. That's fine. It's one of my favorite things to eat. It's healthy. So there's your remaining cucumber. It's no longer representative of anything, so don't read into it. If you want to learn how to make a full Greek salad or anything like that, click here. All right, there we made a salad. Nice. All right, this meatball starts with half an onion. But we're not actually gonna use all that onion. This is a red onion. You can tell by its appearance. If you're unsure if your onion is red or not, please ask someone near you. And they might give you a funny look, but you'll probably get the right answer because it's not that hard to identify them. Okay, here I go chopping again. Not struggling at all. And this is one of those onion applications that a fine mince would be in order. A fine mince. Super fine? No. But like relatively fine? Yes. Because it's going in a meatball. And in the meatballs appeal to people who don't like hunks of things. Meatballs are for people who are like, could you just take my meat and maybe like massacate it and then put it in a ball and then cook it so I don't gotta chew that? So the last thing you want to do is put a big honking piece of onion in your tendy ball. And here it is, 1/4 of an onion finely minced. Is that too much onion? Probably, but that's fine. All right, next up, some seasoning. The recipe that I'm ripping off today was made by the Turkey Meat Store. Some shit like that. Doesn't sound like a real thing to me. That's oregano. But they called for dried mint. I couldn't find dried mint. So I'm substituting tarragon because it should be close enough. And some parsley. Oh, every time with that parsley. And some freeze-dried chives. I think that'd be yummy. That'll give it a depth of onion flavor. Also, you need lemon pepper. Lemon pepper is pretty salty, so you gotta be careful to not add too much salt, okay? Next up is some garlic from a jar with a Chinese spoon. Okay, give it a squeeze of lemon. You get a seed in there. Whoever finds a seed in their meatball wins the game. All right, now, this recipe, as produced by the Turkey Meat Store, features ground turkey. We're not using ground turkey. In a bold maneuver, we're using ground chicken, which is what Big Turkey doesn't want you to know. They're pretty much the same thing. All right, here we are with our chicken. We've got ground chicken breast, ground chicken thigh, and why did we get the 2? Say it with me now, a depth of flavor. That's right. But also, on its own, the chicken breast would be too lean. You could just make them out of chicken thighs, but mixing the two is a way to like lighten it up a little bit, and perhaps get some of that signature turkey flavor that chicken does not have. So between these two packs is probably a pound and a half of meat. Looks great. And we will incorporate the seasoning into the meat for the purpose of making balls. And here's the part where I'm very happy to be wearing gloves, because this is not pleasant in any way. Handling this kind of meat in the raw kind of sucks. But if you got some like sweet mom or grandma or grandpop or father who will do this for you gloveless, appreciate them. Tell them that you love their balls, especially the way they handle them. And just looking at how I've mixed it together, you can see it looked like a lot of seasoning, but really, it's not that much. All right, there's our pile of meat. It could be better mixed, but don't give a shit. Here's the ball making action. Now you make these balls as big as you want them. You know what they say, the bigger the balls, the bigger the falls. Nobody said that. Literally no one said that. But that seems good to me, right? I don't know. Why not? So I'm gonna be making these balls, setting them out on a pan, and there's really I'm not having any issues with sticking or them falling apart. But do realize that these balls are gonna be like, you know, once you cook them, they might fall apart a little bit. So just be prepared for that. But even if you get a big crumbly ball, like your ball falls apart, explodes, whatever, it's still gonna taste good on a pita. So don't worry, just keep cupping the balls into ball shapes. All right, here we go. Heating up a pan, putting in all of the oil, like so, some swirls. Let that heat up. Meanwhile, now that we live in the year 2020, we have to ask the tough questions. And those tough questions include, what the f is the difference between yogurt and sour cream? I don't know either. They both come from milk. You do the math, I can't. Now, you chopped it and salted that cucumber earlier, right? Now we're gonna drain off that water. I've done this process like 4 times, so now it's drier cucumber. That's good. Why is that good? Don't know. All right, put in some sour cream and some yogurt. Which one's which? Who can say? These are the tough questions. Imagine you're going to the polls and you're like, I gotta vote either for sour cream or yogurt for president. Who are you gonna vote for? Here's some lemon juice and some lemon seeds. That adds a depth of flavor. All right, so far so good. Looks like a sauce, right? Affirm me, please. Tell me I'm doing a good job. Okay, it looks like a sauce to me. It's almost like tzatziki for people who are afraid of flavor. Here we are, mavericks of flavor, adding dried dill weed to this sauce. Dried dill weed. It's not dickweed, it's dill weed. Here's some garlic juice. Wow, what a maverick. Here's some pepper, and once we mix that up, it's a sauce. As the direct translation of the slogan for Tapatio hot sauce says, from Spanish, it's a sauce. A very sauce. You're welcome for that. All right, let's cook these meatballs. Our pan is hot, and the meatballs are room temperature. That's not ideal, but it's not a problem. Using a gloved hand, place the balls into the hot oil to cook. The fact that they are retaining their shape should be encouraging. It means we didn't f up too bad. And production delays do not cause any consequences onto the meal. Now, will I fit all of these balls into one pan? You may be asking that, and the answer is hell yeah. All it took was a little jiggle of the pan. Let's chop some vegetables. Here I have a big honkin' tomato, and it's ideal for slicing. That looks like a cardboard tomato you would put on a sandwich, so I like to replicate that at home. Here I am slicing some pieces of this tomato, purely for the purpose of chopping them up a little bit, and they will be used as a topping for our pita sandwich, which is what we're gonna call this. It's not a gyro, it's a pita sandwich. Sorry, Grease, for what we've done. All right, I'm gonna also slice some onion because I like it. And I'm literally just gonna do a few of these guys right here to mince for topping. I think we're good on veggies. Oh, no, we're not. We need to slice some lettuce. Now, if you wanna be wild and crazy, use a different lettuce than romaine. Wow. What a variety that'll add. This is Bib lettuce. And just the textural difference of using a different leaf of lettuce may impress somebody. Someone will be like, wow, I've never had lettuce like that before. It made everything taste different on this gyro sandwich, pita sandwich. And there it is. Are we making a pita sandwich or a burger? Who knows? Based on these toppings. All right, as these start to brown, you gotta rotate them or flip them. There's another term for rotating around whatever axis you're cooking to. And that's always an important part of cooking, right? Is determining the axis that you're cooking to. And you see there's a little brown action. Brown action's good for food. Brown action means MacLeod is in the house. John MacLeod, he's a cooking man. There it is, meatball flip. You're gonna notice that one side of these balls are a little flat. That's no problem. No problem at all. Keep cooking. Keep doing the needful. All right, meatballs are done. They kind of look a little bit more like meat cylinders. Don't ever talk about meat cylinders to anybody. Just don't use that term. Here's a pita. This is a whole wheat pita. It's kind of flat, but we don't discriminate. All right, take your balls, chicken balls. And the recipe we were ripping off recommended 3 balls, because that's the natural number that balls come in. 3 balls, there they are. Now take your sauce. The only thing you didn't see with this sauce is I added a little salt. You need it a little bit. Okay, sauce. Toppings, the classic LTO. And if you are a spicy memer, you can add hot sauce. And if you do have harissa, I recommend using that harissa as the hot sauce du jour. Here I am using a butter knife. Put a little bit of hot harissa on a side. You want to make your own harissa? We'll teach you that. It's over there. Vinny, you gotta go out. I forgot you could make this special by adding a little feta. Not much, just a little bit. It'll be yummy. Welcome back, Vinny. All right, here we go. The meatball pita sandwich. That's good. That's real good, Steve. You know what that needs? A little salt finish. How do we elevate our cooking? We buy overpriced Maldon salt. Flaky as shit. All right, now it's fancy. But that's great. I really enjoy that. The meatball is delicious. A little saucy, but it tastes great. I rate it as meeting expectations. That's how you do it. See you next time. See you next time. Bye-bye.